Oh my God, I'm falling for you. I just wanna give you the truth. The day that I made you, I knew you fit my shoe.
Hi, welcome back. Hi, my name is Latoya Nicole. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. I'm here with my sister LaShonda.
Hey guys.
Make sure you like the video and leave a comment below. But we're doing like a little seafood, not really seafood, but we got some shrimps,
Some boiled eggs,
and corn. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about being single and trying to get close to God and get back in the dating world and being celibate. What time you want to start off?
Well, I'm not ready to get back in the dating world. But I just ended like the beginning of the year. Well, before the beginning of the year came in, I ended a 2.5 year relationship, right? So, I'm thinking like, see, I ain't get to that part yet. See, I'm thinking like, okay, so I did a vision board. So I got all these goals listed on what I'm, wanting to conquer for 23, right? So things ain't went as planned. 6 months into the year, I'm still dealing with the same mess. Okay, the devil will tempt you and stuff like that. So I'm struggling on letting it go. I finally did. Like, I had some goals for me, and that was to let go of anything or anyone that wasn't sent by God, and for me to learn how to accept it. And it was hard, but I did let it go. Now I'm just trying to heal myself from like past relationships, past hurt, before I jump into anything new. Now I don't know what your status is. Are you dating?
So yeah, with my situation, I just feel like men these days both gotta put a limit on them. You gotta put a limit on them, man. Because if you open up too much to a man at the beginning, they're gonna use that against you. Like, say for instance, you've been in a bad relationship or whatever the heartbreak may be, and we as women tend to be like, tell a man everything, like, he hurt me, that's how he hurt me, he cheated on me, blah blah.
Yeah, that is
so
true.
they'll be there to act like they there for you at the time, and be so sweet to you and say that they're not gonna be the one who hurt you, like how that person did, blah blah. But then once you done get like months into the relationship, maybe a year into the relationship, you start seeing their true color. So basically they still the same person. So I think that we open up to a man too quick, if that makes sense. And I will say like starting over and getting back in and getting in a relationship with God is hard, because you gotta start that celibacy journey. You gotta be celibate. You can't just be out here getting close to God. Yeah,
being intimate is part of a relationship.
Yep.
And it's like that goes that peer pressure, because you don't want the person who you're dating to be intimate with somebody else. So it's kind of like, darn if you do.
But yeah, so man, they get that urge, we get that urge, so we gotta make sure that's the person that God have for us, and we'll know because they won't wait. And it's like, once you start getting feelings and start liking that person, and then things don't go as planned, and that with that relationship with God, that you gotta go a different route, it tends to be a little bit too much, because it's like nobody fit that need, nobody fit where God wants you to be at. So,
and it's like when you with that person, if they draw you further from God, then you know that's not the person. But if you with somebody and it be like, if y'all going through things in your relationship and then like, let's get on our knees, let's pray, let's like read the Bible and stuff like that, then that's the person that you should really invest in.
But the thing is though, finding that person that you can just pray and be open with, that's the thing. Like everybody, like a lot of men these days, they're not into God. I'm sorry, but a lot of us, we live in the world and we got to get to that level, and then you got to say to yourself, when is enough? Like, when you're getting tired of being heartbroken, when you gonna like try to settle down for the one God had for you or have for you, and you will know that once you done been through things, and the things that you're not going to accept. But it's just like hard trying to find that person.
I know we talked about this the other day, about asking, like, when you're dating, like asking that person, do they have their own personal relationship with God, or do they read the Bible, do they have a prayer life, do they go to church, like incorporating that in your dating or in your relationship. Like, I never asked that question. And being someone who grew up in the church, it just dawned on me, like, why would I never ask that question?
And that's crazy because that is how we is. Like, that's not one of the, we ask the common things that we were grown up to ask, like, what's your favorite sport, or what's your hobby, or what's your favorite color? Yeah. So,
do you have kids?
Yeah. We don't ask the question is, what's your relationship with God, or do you have a spiritual relationship? Because, you want to know if everybody don't have the same spiritual belief.
And how is he going to lead if he doesn't go to God to consult about the next move for you and for your family? If y'all planning on becoming one. So that was one big thing in my last relationship. I think the one reason why I was so addicted to it, or it was hard for me to let go, was because I learned so much from him. Like, he opened my eyes to me being masculine, and I need to be more feminine. I need to be more softer. I need to allow a man to really lead. And it's like I learned so much from him. And it's like the things that he did, like he would show up, he would like do things without me asking, and I was like, well, dang, if it ain't no cheating or anything like that going on, why can't it not work?
He really would. He would show up for the family. So,
and it's like, why would it not work? But if it's not God ordained, it's destined to fail because God is not in it. And I had to realize that. And it took May 31st. May 31st.
May 31st.
May 31st of this year. That was the last day of May. I say, God, remove them and help me to accept it. And it's like May 31st, I got a sense of peace. It's like peace just came all over my body, and it was like closure. Like, I'm done. I can't do it no more. It's like when you got it's like he was dealing with trauma. He couldn't allow me in his heart. He couldn't allow me in. And it's like, you can't lead me from a trauma mindset, because you're not going to really take care of me like how I need to be taken care of. And it's like, I got tired of it. So May 31st, 2023, your girl issued those walking papers, deuces, and I don't even...
You say May 31st, so I want to know what was, like, how do you deal with it? What's your challenges that you can get somebody else to be able to overcome so they won't have to go back? Because a lot of us, as women, we go back to the same situation because that's what we're familiar with.
Right. And it was hard for me because it's like every single weekend we were together. Every day, like every break, every lunch break, we was always on the phone.
He was taking her from us.
Okay, it's like I really wasn't even around my family, so it's like all I knew for that time was us being together. So it was like, it was really hard for me. But getting in my word, and I constantly talk to God throughout the day, like, God, my heart is really breaking. I need for you to, I know my mind and my spirit knows that I'm not supposed to be with this person. Allow my heart to line up or whatever. And just give me the strength to keep on walking, keep on moving so I won't go back to it. And it's like, the heartbreak feeling is like far and few in between now. And it's like, whoo, the cravings, man. Yeah. Those cravings.
That's a lot.
That comes up seriously. And the Shonda back in the day, when it hit up old boo thing, I would have put out that little old black book. Hey, I'm sliding through. But it's like, I know that I'm changing because my mindset is different. I don't even want to take that little ride at night with my little spinning night bag.
Child, I be want to take that ride, okay?
So, it's hard, but you got to constantly seek guidance from God. Seriously.
Now, that's her experience. My experience, I ain't even want them. I ain't want them at all. So, it's like, ain't no craving for me. But I ain't going to say that the urges it's easy, because it's not easy at all. It's hard. Mm-hmm. And it's like when they say soul ties, I'm the type of person that I didn't believe in soul ties. But they real. Because when you try to break that soul tie, like, you know how you could be with a man and you start acting like that man, or you start getting the habits that man have. Like, say for instance, if you sleep a lot, you start sleeping a lot. If he don't have the motivation to get up and do things, you start seeing yourself in those same type of ways. So those are considered as soul ties. So you gotta really get into your word, pray to God, and literally break those soul ties. You gotta journaling is definitely good when you're trying to break soul ties, when you're trying to heal. So like getting on that healing journey, and that healing journey is not easy, especially if it's somebody that you really love, especially if you broke things off because you're trying to heal yourself and you want the guy that God have for you. But yeah, that healing journey is very, very hard. Like it's very hard because you get tempted a lot. Like let me call this man. Okay. So yeah,
and those older folks be saying cold showers don't work.
They definitely don't.
Cold showers do not work, child.
When you got that shower, you be ready.
I need somebody's son ASAP. I need somebody's son. Ew.
But yeah,
you gotta pray. You gotta pray that thing out, and you got to have a strong mind. Cause especially when your ex-partner, was really satisfying you the way you need to be satisfied, you get addicted to that.
And you gotta know that everything is not permanent. Well, some things are not permanent, but you gotta know when the expiration date. Like when it's time to let it go, you gotta let it go. Because holding on, that's gonna get extra feelings and more heartbreak than what you do, what your heart deserves. So you gotta learn how to let things go when it's time to let go.
Another thing, if you lay down with somebody, and every time you lay down with that person, like something goes on with your body, girl, that is the biggest sign to let them go. For me, that was girl, the last time it was something that just went on. It wasn't nothing that I needed an antibiotic for, but I'm trying to tell you, it was real. And I was like, God, if this ain't no sign, I don't know what a sign is. You feel me? Let it go, sis. Let it go, bruh. Cause they ain't no one. They ain't it.
And we be wanting that thing, girl.
Child.
We wanting it, but it ain't. These men, you gotta know. They wanna. Most of them married.
I feel like I caused my own heartbreak because I did the choosing. Like I went on Facebook.
That's good. Date. I mean, I chose to be with him, but I still did the choosing.
Yeah,
I could have said no.
I didn't allow God to choose. Like I was, like around the holidays, you see everybody like doing little pajama pictures and all kind of stuff like that. And you get like when you single and stuff like that, you start to feel a little lonely and stuff like that. So it's like I went out there and I went looking because I didn't want to be alone. But that's another problem with me. I want to control everything and I'm not patient. And that's something that I'm learning in my healing journey is to be more patient. Because what God has for me is better than what I ever experienced. And even in your journey, you're going to have people from your past that come back up and they're going to try to manipulate you and put that, oh, I'm sorry for everything I put you through. Don't fall for it. That's a test. Don't fail that test. Because God wants to see if you're going to still fall for the same thing that the devil was sending in your path.